Hey Terrarians, how's it going? My name is Pixelated Fireball, and welcome back to the Polarities Mod. Bees! There we go. That's right. I'm keeping my promise. Like I said at the start of the last episode, I'm going to start every episode off by shouting out the very first thing that pops into my head whenever I start the thing up. Or, I guess the first thing I see. Whatever I happen to notice. This time it was bees, because we're all decked out in some bee stuff. We got the bee armor, we got the bee mount, got a bee weapon, and I got a bee accessory on right here, the hive pack, because we're gonna be going crazy with the bees today. And maybe the bats, I don't know. We might be going crazy with the bats. The bats are pretty fun. We're gonna be facing off against the big bad bony boy himself, Skeletron. And I'm thinking, I don't know, I'm getting Bee-Nade vibes from this stuff right here. And the fact that they ignore defense, I have a feeling that these bats might just melt him. I'm not sure. I don't know. I've got a lot of very powerful weapons to use against him. I know that I may also have a lot of trouble no-hitting him regardless, because I remember that the developer told me in the Discord, I don't remember how long ago it was. It was a little while ago. Before the last episode, I think, that Skeletron's weapon isn't all that great. It's kind of, sorta, so-so. It's interesting, but it is underwhelming compared to the other things that I have right now, or that I would be able to get before going into hard mode. So we may just do it just for the sake of doing it, just to say we did it, because I'd hate to go through all of this and not no-hit Skeletron. I mean, he's the big bony boy. Like I said, we can't skip out on that. So we're gonna do that as best we can anyway, and I'm gonna try to use the bees against him. And then maybe the bats, I don't know. If that doesn't work out, we're gonna throw on the sun plate and we're just gonna face roll him with the star dance. I already took the liberty of extending this arena a little bit, because I'm gonna use this whole thing for fighting bosses for the foreseeable future. Whatever ones I can actually face off against here. It'll be all the hard mode stuff I'll definitely be fighting here. I may convert this area to hallowed, because I think the Sun Pixie I need Hallow for, but whatever. We'll cross that bridge when we come to it, alright? We'll worry about that later on down the line. But for now, we're just gonna be waiting for nightfall, because as you can see, like I said, I already extended the arena enough to give me a pretty decent amount of room to face off against this guy in. I don't know about potions. Maybe I might actually need some, maybe I might not, I don't know, we're gonna see. We have a lot of adventuring to do today, and it'll go one of two ways. Either I'll melt his face, like always, or I will have a surprising amount of difficulty with him, and I won't be happy. Either way, I gotta say, all things considered, I believe in myself. Do you get it? Believe. I am known to be extraordinarily hilarious. It's what you all come here for. The bee puns are just gonna be too easy. For the entirety of this episode, I have a feeling I'm not gonna be able to resist the urge. So prepare yourself for that, that's what I'm saying, okay? Just get ready for the bees, okay? Or the bats. There's gonna be a lot of both, okay? There's gonna be a lot of both. So I suppose right now, while my bats bounce off of the ground and my bees happily fly around me, I suppose I'll just stand here and wait for nightfall, because there really isn't all that much more left to do. So, whenever it's nighttime, we're about ready to face off against the big bad bony boy himself. I'll see you then. Boy, oh boy, I sure can't believe that it's still not nighttime yet. There we go, it's finally nighttime alrighty. Let's get right down to it. So, without any further ado, I think we're as prepared as we can be. I would like to try out the Royal Orb against him first. So, I'm gonna bring out the Star Staff. I'm fairly certain that these guys will be a much better choice than the regular Hornets, definitely. They work a lot better, it seems like their tracking is a lot better, and they definitely do a lot more damage, I'm fairly certain. So we're gonna use these first, and I will use the Royal Orb, and hopefully with the Hive Pack, it'll do a ton of damage. I probably should have reforged these lucky here, because I'm not gonna be able to do a whole lot of critting with the minions, but you know what? We'll just see what happens, alright? Let's just go. Alrighty. Bring them out, and we'll jump up real fast. Alright, we gotta clear some room here. I think I should be able to handle this. Ah, God, well, I'm not gonna no-hit him this time, but at least I can test out this stuff. There we go. Just go against his head right there, just knock him right down. Actually, you know what? I should be focusing on the hands. That's right. Remember, it's expert mode, and the hands have to die first before you can just, you know, go about your business of murdering his head. I feel like once I get that taken care of, he's gonna be a little bit of a pushover. I mean, maybe not because he's got his homing skulls, but either way, I feel like it's not gonna be too tough. Minions are doing pretty good. I can't really tell if the bees are all that great, but I don't know. Well, there goes a hand. I guess one of them got murdered. Ah, God. Okay, the skulls may end up being an issue. There may be a problem here. There we go. Hands almost down. Should be able to take down the head fairly quickly. I'm curious to see... Let's see, what kind of damage can these guys dish out? The bees aren't doing too bad. I am also getting hit pretty good, though. I don't know how I'm going to dodge these. It's going to be a little bit of a challenge trying to get around them. I don't normally ever consider no-hitting Skeletron because he's a little bit on the tricky side. Suppose as long as I do loops around him and I take off running whenever he does his little charge there, shouldn't have any problems. Ah, God. And I gotta remember that he's gonna do that. Okay, well, the bees aren't doing all that great. It's decent, I suppose. I think I need... I'm not sure. I think I'm gonna need, like, a summon that actually attacks relatively quickly. Ah, God. Come on. Stop it. I may end up switching to the bats. Let's go with the bats. We'll just do the bats. There we go. The bats, I feel, are gonna do a lot more damage against him than the bees are. Yes, they are. And I may still end up dying anyway. Come on. Don't you kill me. Oh, God, that was close. Okay, come on. Take it down. Enough games being played, and we died with 246 health left. That's hilarious. Got chopped up by Skeletron. The big bad bony boy done got me. I feel like that would not be the case were I not in summoner armor. How disappointing. I can't believe that happened. Laughing in agony. Welp, I suppose that means we're gonna stand here and wait for another night. Boy, oh boy, I can't wait. It's gonna be so exciting. I'm so glad that I died to this guy. Hooray. Oh good, it's raining. That's nice. Thank you, Terraria. What a sweetie. Oh good, the goblins are here. That's just fantastic. Something lovely for me to take my frustration out on. How about we go and show off our bats? Oh wait, that's right. Gotta disable the winged stars. There we go. Now we can bat them. Batter them with the bats. There we go. Look at that. They're mowing through these guys. Aren't they murdering Skeletron, huh? That's ridiculous, I think. There we go. That's right. Take them down. Murder them. Snake, too. Switch on that feral fang. There we go. It's very therapeutic. You know what? It makes me feel better about losing to Skeletron. Nothing like relieving your stress by annihilating an army of goblins. Maybe they were just here to sell Goblin Scout cookies. But you know what? I'll tell you the same thing I tell the Girl Scouts, goblins. You picked the wrong house. Time to die. And just like that, the goblins have been defeated. I bet you didn't see that coming. Send them back where they came from. Batter up. That was a little bit of a stretch, but whatever. It's fine. You know what? I feel like the word bat works better in that one than in the other ones, but it makes less sense. And when you think about it, do puns really have to? Is there a reason for them to make sense? They don't really need to. The word just has to be in there. Ah, the things I think about while I'm waiting for that big yellow thing up in the sky to move faster. Maybe I should have got into that fishing. Could have got myself a sundial. That would have been fun. It's alright, because I got bats. There we go. This is peak gameplay right here. This is the only way to play a summoner. If your summoner doesn't look like this, are you really a summoner? I think not. There's another goblin down there trying to sell me some Goblin Scout cookies. And the bats showed him who's boss. Took care of that. Gave him our answer. Don't show up to Pixelated Fireball's house with any cookies unless you plan on dodging projectile bats. Hey, there we go. That's the sound we like to hear. I'm pretty sure that a new old man is over here chilling. Okay, we're gonna go about this a little bit differently. We're gonna use the Bat-tastrophe this time instead of actually trying to use our bees. Yes, the Bat-tastrophe is definitely leaps and bounds better than the bee. I don't know how I'm gonna no-hit this. I feel like I start this off like that all the time. I never know how I'm gonna no-hit it, and then I just manage to do it. It takes a lot of trying and a lot of effort, of course, as always, and there's a considerable amount of pain and suffering and agony and rage and violence and punching keyboards and smashing tables, but we get there. And there we go. We're gonna take him down just like that. We only got hit one time, I think, so you know what? I feel like I could really actually do that. That didn't seem too bad. We got both of his drops as well. Well, we didn't get the grappling hook, but I think what we got right now works just fine. We got 4 grappling hooks for the price of 1. Alright, I'm gonna go back. I didn't even activate my secondary jump. Has it really been that long since I've played? I feel like it really hasn't been. Neither one of these are materials, but we'll throw them in the inventory to be forgotten forever anyway. We got lots of torches. Don't really think I need anything else. I might... you know what? I'm gonna put the sun plate back on just for the defense. As nice as the Batastrophe is, I'm gonna need defense a lot more than I'm gonna need damage in the dungeon. Even though it's convenient that I'm right here, and it'd be really easy for me to run back and forth, I think I'm gonna skip out on dying all the time and just elect to die every once in a while. Just enough so that you guys find it funny, and that I am not angry at the game. There's a balance there, you know? Between comedy and frustration. Okay, I almost forgot. Is this, I think yes it does. It still has a golden key inside of it, so we're gonna take that with us for sure. Make those into torches. Still take up an inventory slot, but whatever, it's fine. And we got the picture of a dog down there. Very nice. Let's take some water candles with us. We need a lot of stuff from in here as it is, and I'm not sure if there'll be anything new. Hopefully there is, because I remember one of the comments in the last video said something about there being some new things down here. Would you look at that? All the chests. Right here. There's the ice chest. We'll put the C over here for the corruption. Very nice. So that's those two figured out right away. Don't know if either of their weapons will be useful. I know the Scourge of the Corruptor is always a good one. That's a good choice for every occasion. Bring that to all your favorite dinner parties, little high school reunions, little get-togethers, little lag there. Don't know why this mod likes to lag so much. For some reason, it really enjoys it. There's our alchemy table right away, and we haven't been hit by a dart yet, so that's pretty impressive. I'm actually very happy with that. Looks like the same old enemies down here. I don't see anything new. Same old lovely Skellebones. Hey, there's the mechanic. Stella, nice to meet you. Anything special you got to sell? No? Okay, well, we're gonna need you for later. I have some serious base constructing that I gotta get done. There's another lovely key right there. Aqua Scepter. Nothing of value, really, except for those healing potions. Definitely want to have those. Not like they won't be a dime a dozen later on whenever I start farming bosses, but whatever. We'll worry about that later. Hey, maybe the... Ah, God. But you know what? I shouldn't have spoke so soon. I knew it was only a matter of time before I got pelted in the face by a dart. Whatever, it's fine. I got ripped apart by the spikes a few times already. I was just about to say, maybe it would be nice and be generous and give me lots of keys right away so I don't have to fight with it. Nope, it's just gonna drop skeletons on my head. Thanks. That's even better than them just spawning in, normally. Just drop them right on my head. Spectacular. I love this game. It's my favorite. These skeletons down here, I tell you what, so irresponsible, leaving their bones just laying around, not cleaning up after themselves. It is just disrespectful, to be honest with you. And I feel as though their mother would definitely be disappointed in them if she knew how dirty their dungeon was, for sure. Man, would you look at how low on health I am, because that little room over there, that gauntlet of spikes, my favorite. I love spike gauntlets. It's the best way to travel. It's the only way to travel, really. If you're not under constant threat of impalement, can you really say you're adventuring? No, don't go that way again. What did we learn? Absolutely nothing, apparently. But you know what? That checks out for me. That tracks. Okay, we got a blue moon. Absolutely garbage. We'll throw that straight in the trash until 1.4. Is that the crimson chest? You know what? I gotta say, I don't know what's worse. The fact that I'm surprised for some reason to see the crimson chest in a crimson world, or that I did not at all second guess seeing a corruption chest over there. I mean, I just walked right down and be like, yeah, whatever, crimson world, corruption chest, makes perfect sense. That's you know, that makes sense to me. That happens all the time, right? That's normal. Nope, it does not. And I guess I'm just that dense today. I don't know why. That's fine. I guess I get them both. I don't know if that's... I guess that's a polarities thing. That has to be. Which, I mean, that's fine with me. I'll take the vampire knives and the Scourge of the Corruptor. No problemo, buddy. I got no issues with that. What a room this is. My God. This just looks really, really unpleasant. It's just a room completely lined with spikes. What's with all the spikes? I mean, I get it, that's a normal thing for the dungeon, but why are there so many in here? Specifically. There's the shadow key. There's not much left for me to grab. I'm actually getting a significant amount of golden keys down here. I'm having no problems at all getting that stuff. All I need is an Azar now, and I'll be squared away. Ahem. I said, all I need is a Nazar now, and I'll be squared away. No, nothing. Not one. Still a bunch of golden keys. I appreciate the enthusiasm with the golden keys, but you don't really have to do all that. You know what? I'm not even going to complain. I'm glad that it made it that easy for me to get that. I need an Azar, though. That's going to be essential. I hate to tell you, but I'm going to need one. How about you, sir? Could you give me something, please? No, not just bones and some silver. That's great. It's exactly what I wanted. It's kind of an Azar, in a way. You know, if you close your eyes and imagine really hard that you got what you wanted. Which, you know what? I do that every time I'm farming for anything. I just imagine what it'll be like when I finally get it. I'll be like, wow, oh my god, there it is, finally! And I'll be so happy. And it, you know, I guess it makes me feel better about wasting so much time. Hey, a tally counter. Nice. Still not an Azar, but I'll take it. I need one of those as well. Usually I get about 100 of those just walking around through here. Come to think of it, now that I'm standing here doing a lot of, you know, running around in circles, killing the same mob over and over and over again to try to find a thing that just refuses to drop, the dungeon seems to be like the place that I enjoy to ramble. I guess probably because it's like one big invasion in a biome. If you think about it. Like, think about the way that invasions work, right? We're gonna have some philosophy with Pixelated Fireball again. I know that it's enjoyable to do that. Your dungeon is just one big event in biome form. So, you got your events. Think about the Goblin Invasion as example, okay? So you've got your mobs that show up, right? Some of them are ranged, some of them are melee brawlers, some of them are casters, right? You've got your up close and personal, and you've got some ranged attackers, which are pretty standard for all events. It works that way for pirates and everything else. What is that thing? That's interesting. Can I open this? No, I don't know what this is. There is an obscene amount of blazing wheels here, and it's unnecessary. I don't need them all. But anyways, letting my ADHD completely and totally sidetrack me for the bazillionth time throughout the course of a Let's Play, you think about events, right? You got your standard run-of-the-mill enemies, some up-close and personal brawlers, and you've got some ranged attackers. And it all takes place over the course of not necessarily a set amount of time. The mobs spawn, and you kill them. And you get their loot. It's usually gold, or silver, or whatever else, just regular coins that drop from them, but sometimes, on occasion, you get items. And certain enemies drop rare things that you might happen to want. That could be potentially really valuable. It just takes a little bit of time to grab it, but eventually you do get them, after a little bit of farming. And you can find out whether or not you need it. Now, the dungeon, it doesn't just naturally occur like an invasion, but I'll tell you what it does do. Spawn a lot of mobs. Like this, and they just charge at you. You got your melee brawlers, you got your ranged casters, and they all drop items, in a way, right? They have a chance to give you a key, which will eventually enable you, upon discovery of a golden chest, to potentially get an item that you want, which is basically the same as waiting for the item to drop in the first place. I gotta say, you know what? I think I've discovered why I'm not a fan of the dungeon. Because it's basically just an event. In biome form. Change my mind, okay? Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. Okay, well, you know what? Now that I'm looking at it, I think with the exception of a Nazar, I've got pretty much everything that I need from this place. I got the bewitching table, I got the alchemy stand, or did I get a bewitching table? Yeah, I did, okay. Got the bewitching table, got the alchemy table. We've got the handgun, aqua scepter, Muramasa. I know I saw... let me go back and grab that magic missile, just in case I need that for something later. I know that one did drop in one of the chests, I just never picked it up. Unless it's in my inventory and I just can't see it. I don't know. Oh, wow. That was an enormous amount of damage very quickly. Alright then. Suppose I don't really need that magic missile that bad after all. Am I, like, no longer able to have immunity frames? Because that was an enormous amount of damage very quickly. I don't think I'm okay with that. I take issue with that. Whatever. I guess we'll just tolerate it then. We can drop off all this stuff while we're at it, though, right? Let's put the Star Construct mask back on, because I love that goofy face. The rest of it, I guess I can just go in here. I'm probably not going to use the Royal Orb at all ever again, unfortunately, so... Take all the bee stuff back off. I'm sorry, I know you were really looking forward for more bee puns. I hate to disappoint you like that, but nothing to be done about it, you know? Let's just save the shadow key, because I'd hate to go down to the underworld and forget about it when I get down there. Deposit all that stuff. Alrighty, anything else that I can craft right now? Nothing fancy? I didn't grab any obsidian yet. I haven't been down that far, so I can't make an obsidian shield just yet. Unfortunately. I do need to go back down there and get my gold at some point, because I dropped a lot down there. 35, I think. Can I have my piggy bank, please? Also, you know what? Now that I am back home, I forgot, I don't think I ever checked you for some... There we go, got some new books. Summons a ring of bees around the cursor. Queen of the Bees. I guess, is that like Lord of the Flies? It's kind of interesting. Skullduggery Unpleasant. Grants a massive defense boost for a single hit with a 3-minute cooldown. Interesting. That doesn't sound too bad either. I don't know. Do I want bees around the cursor in exchange for a double jump extra, like an extra jump? Well, I forget to put them on after I die anyway, so forget about it, I guess. Doesn't matter. All right, I'm going to go back down there. I'm going to grab my gold, and hopefully I come across a Nazar while I'm down there. That'd be pretty nice. It would save me a lot of trouble having to go back there. Though, I guess I can go back anytime before playing Terra. And I could try to get it from other mobs, but you know what? That's just not, that's not fun. Anybody that has ever had the misfortune of trying to farm a Nazar from enchanted swords, or what else is it that drops it? I don't remember. I know the enchanted weapons from the biome's cavern layer will drop one, but it's a much lower drop rate, and also it's hard mode stuff. Who wants to farm that? You know, not at the end of hard mode when things are just as easy to kill again. Ah, God. Hello. Fine. Just jump right in front of me where I'm trying to dash. That's okay. Now, let's see if I remember how to get down there in the first place. That'd be pretty amazing. Ah, get darted real fast. That's good. Love that. God, what a painful adventure. Ow. Ah, God, not again. I feel like I almost got trapped in that same knockback loop again. Ah! No. No, 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 no. None of that. Please and thank you. All right, I got all my gold back. We're fine. Deposit that stuff right now. Okay, now before I leave, does anybody want to give me a Nazar? Anyone? Any takers? Any cursed skulls want to float on through and drop off some of the lovely Nazar business off for me? That'd be pretty sweet of you. No? Just an army of skeletons down below me that want to pace back and forth trying to get to me because they don't understand how jumping works? Okay. That's fine. I guess I'll just go farming for... Oh, there was one coming after me as I teleported away. It would do that. It faked me out. You saw that. Y'all saw that. The game's playing pranks on me. I don't like it. You know what? I never checked. Let me see if there's anything that I can make out of bones. I got 404 of them. Anything of value here? It looks like the same old, same old. What's this? There we go. Bone Slinger. Interesting. I guess this is like one of those atlatls, or whatever those things are called. Shoots an extra bone dart. It only costs 24 bones. I'm assuming it uses... Okay, it actually uses bone darts. Fly straight until it hits an enemy. Oh, there we go. Bone Slinger. We'll grab that and make a few bone darts. There we go. We'll just take 20. Throw it in there. All right, let's see what it does. There we go. It's not auto-fire. It just shoots extra bone darts. I suppose it'd be a little bit better if I actually use the range set, but, I don't know. I think I'm pretty content with what I've got right now. I've got a few choices, though. I actually kind of want to experiment with this aerogel robe. Maybe I'll actually be able to take down Skeletron with it if I can keep away from him better. Yeah, whatever. That'll be something to do in the next video, or maybe off camera, because I feel like I have rambled sufficiently as I've meandered my way through the dungeon grabbing items, that I have taken up enough time to call it an episode. So that was actually pretty quick, pretty straightforward episode. Hopefully you guys thought it was interesting. I'm kind of worried that that one might not have been so great, because unless I overlook something pretty significant, really not a whole lot of mod content there. Ran across a new biome chest down there in the dungeon. That's probably the only thing that stands out. I suppose maybe once I no-hit Skeletron, maybe there'll be something interesting there to look at. We'll definitely do that before going to hard mode, though. And like I said, I've got some constructing to do on my base. So that'll be something else to do off camera. But either way, like I said, hope you guys thought the video was interesting. I did a lot of rambling and not a whole lot of progression. But you know what? That's what we do here. But anyways, like I said, I think I'm going to call it an episode here, guys. So thank you guys so much for stopping by and checking me out. I really appreciate it. And as always, whatever it is, wherever you are, day or night, hope you have a good one of those. And I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye.